Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Raymond. I'm here in the UK, and what I gather is that you signed on in to have a look at to have a look at something that might actually, potentially, realistically, very likely change your life for the better. What I mean by that is that you are obviously looking around for something to change things up, to basically make those things that you believe to be, as they should be in your life, to come true. Um, and effectively, we're talking about having an online business or an online activity or online enterprise, if you will, that enables you or empowers you to effectively have more of your own time, more of your own life, make more of your own decisions, basically have more fulfillment. Many of us have kind of got caught up in the rat race in the sense of what I mean by that is that the mainstream of go to school, get a job, maybe go on to uni and hopefully work your way through and up to the point where you are still having some life left of your, of your years left to enjoy it. Some of us have had the good fortune of being able to actually nail down and get jobs or create opportunities or have businesses of our own, which were fulfilling and that really actually lit us up and allowed us to live the lives that we want. And then the majority of people manage to squeeze that in as a holiday or possibly squeeze it in as some kind of go-between or take some time out or leisure time. But the majority of us on the planet, i.e. the 96%, basically have to grind it out. And yet knowing in the back of our heads, actually many of us don't know, that that there is a better way, that we don't have to reinvent the wheel, that we don't have to always, I don't necessarily mean, follow other people's rules because we live in society, but, create some of our own ways of doing things that actually fulfill us and make us happy and make those around us happy and be able to do the things that really we want to do. For example, I have the good fortune of being able to drop off my kids most of the time, unless I've got calls I got to be on or things I've got to do as a job, but I'm doing it in the beauty and the luxury of my home. As you can see in the backdrop, that's kind of like my laptop lifestyle, and I'm running business on my kitchen table. That's a photo of my kids trampolining in the background. Somebody very kindly drew that for us. But yeah, nice shirt. Yeah, I know, a nice shirt. But my kids hate it. But hey, it's like Dad Rock. You got to have a bad shirt. You got to, I like it. I like my music, but my kids don't. But anyway, that's another story. But really what I wanted to do is to welcome you here to, through the door of I guess, a way of doing things which are more kind of in line with what I think you're looking for, which what I was looking for when I was in your shoes, that I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was sick and tired of having too much month at the end of my paycheck. I live in London. I love London. It's a great city. I grew up all over the world, in the Commonwealth predominantly. And so it's very familiar for me. And I love London. It's an international cosmopolitan city, but it's not cheap. It's not easy all the time. The weather's not always what it is that I would like it to be, which is namely hot. But it's a place that's great location geographically, and there's some great deals where one can actually buzz around and fly around and go to places either in Europe, you're there in a couple of hours, or get some great deals and go further abroad. Recently went with my family to Barcelona, which was fantastic, basically because we could. We took a 3-4 day city break and off we went. It was great. We had a really good time. And but it's a case of I live here because my family's here. They were born here. They have, their friends are here, and we have a community here. But I'm also able to kind of, I could be anywhere, and it's a case of that I've got, have laptop, have internet, have a system, have a way of doing things, have a community, have a network, have a support group, friends who are of like-mindedness, who basically see that there's so much more that we can and could be doing. We're looking around the world and really hoping to change things for the better, not only changing ourselves, beginning with ourselves, but obviously, hopefully, spreading that and sharing that on with some, key core values for quality life, quality living. Sometimes not to be kind of doom and gloom, but sometimes, it ain't all it's cracked up to be, in the sense that, we grow up, we go to school, go to university, do all this stuff, and we hope that, the dreams will come true, and then finding out that maybe we have to grind it out, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And nowadays, that kind of level of security isn't there. Economies, in many cases, are built on a house of cards. There's one thing that's certain, is the uncertainty of it all. So it kind of behooves us to empower ourselves with ways and means of doing things that allow us and enable us to be more of who we are, because one, not only do we deserve it to ourselves, but we deserve it to our loved ones, because they're not only are they counting on us, but then we can be the full maximum of who we want to be, and then that in turn enables them, or shows them, particularly like my kids, to show them that they can be more than what possibly they're being shown and learned that elsewhere, possibly in school. Not to say that everything in school was bad. I had some great teachers. I had learned some great stuff, but there was also some real crap out there, and and that's life. So part of life is hopefully learning and growing continuously throughout. At least that's how I like to look at it. Every day I read a little bit about how to grow and develop myself, come up with new ideas, new ways to run my business. But effectively, I do that in the freedom of my own, having more time, more financial abundance and freedom to do that, and the wherewithal, but also tapped into a community of people who are blazing the trail way ahead of me. And so I don't have to, that's my dog having a hack. They're blazing a trail so that I don't have to, in many ways, as much as blaze my own trail, but I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I mean, there's no sense in that. So proven system, proven tools, or build up your own toolkit, but effectively make it all happen. So that's why I'm here. I'm a real person. Encourage you to jump in, check it out, see it for yourself, and join us for the ride. Get on there, enjoy the adventure, and take things to another level, to the way that you know and you want them to be. So click on the link below, watch the videos, tap in. There's so much value there. There's so much support there. There's a great community there to tap into, and so just jump on in, join us, check it out, and have a great journey. So great to see you. Thanks for dropping by. And this is Raymond in the UK, and the Barefoot Entrepreneur. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourself. Lots of love. Peace out. Cheers.